My employer does, but even still, I spend $300 a month on health, medicine, out-of-pocket doctors, pre-deductible expenses, and now I get to pay for a gym. I signed up for this low-cost gym for $10 a month. So after covering these basic needs, I have $231 left for everything else, all of my other essentials. Laundry, cell phone, internet brings me down to $126. I will try to put some of this away for an emergency or a trip, put it into a savings account with a good interest rate so it will grow over time. But to be honest, I'm probably going to spend this on entertainment. Like, I want to go out and have fun. I want to go to a movie. I
Hola.
do Hulu and Netflix. I might buy a book. I might go out with some friends.
Hello.
And after all of that, I end up around zero. So all in all, I'm doing better than
All right, guys. Welcome back. Please like, subscribe, and everything else. Let me try to minimize this here. Um, so we're gonna do a quick review. Um, today, our losers for the day, 23andMe, which is basically at almost a quarter. AMD went down over 5%. Let's take a quick look at this. Um, okay. This was a nice short for everyone today. And this had a little bit of a gap between today and yesterday. And we are basically this level that had stabilized is going below that level. And so we're looking at basically all-time highs back in the March of this year. And then we have a second mountain here in July. And then we've kind of gotten here. So I would think that eventually this right here is breaking down. I don't have my trends on this chart because I had deleted it by accident. I'll put it back eventually. But I would think this is trending down, AMD. And if we look on the wonderful 60-minute, it's kind of like below the trend, as my friend would say. Um, so yes, it could come up again, but the way it's been trending, it doesn't look good. So shorting it looks much better. Um, car, it broke the 80 mark, nearly 5% down today. Um, and it's just been drip, 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 drip down, and it continues to drip all the way to the floor. And we know that eventually we're gonna go the COVID levels, which pre-COVID levels indicates basically around $20 to $25. Um so there's still time. We had said we want to get in if it jumped back up over 100, but hey, there's other fish in the barrel or fish in the sea, as people say. Um, so our favorite rote had got up to like 560. We were good. We liked it. It had a drop of 40 pennies today, 560 to 510. I'm sorry, 50 pennies, that is. So 50 pennies, that's 50 cents. So 50 cents, if you have 100 of them, that's $50, right? So if you have 1,000 of them, that's what? $500? And then 2,000 is $1,000. So if you got 2,000 shares, you had $1,000 today, which someone could have easily purchased a shorter 2,000 shares at 560, and boom, boom, boom. And you would have gotten the 560 price or above in the pre-market, or right at opening and just watch it slide down. So, and you wouldn't have even had to wait that long because you would have hit it like right before 11. And then if you were afraid, you still could at least got something 5:14 at like lunchtime, and then or waited to the end of the day and got something around 5:17 at the end of the day. So there was money to be made, and hey, um, this thing still can come back up. Um, it's I would say it closed this gap here from February. Um, it may be better to wait until uh earnings, which it looks like based off of this thing, 8, 9, 10, 11. Earnings should be in a month or so, and that will be for quarter one. And so maybe it'll start coming down there. But if you like it, when it had gapped up yesterday, that was the time to get it. And it even allowed you to get it at a higher price. So people had the option if they wanted to. Intel up, I mean down over 3%. We don't really trade Intel, so I'm not gonna say much, but um, it's just like uh, I would love to see when it would get above this 35, and maybe we have a line here at 37. That maybe we say, hey, this is an area we want to get at. But it's an option. This 37 area, and yeah, we got 37 and 50. So either one, probably obviously 50's the better short. I don't have a line, a chart here, a trend, so I can't really see too much. But yeah, all I can say is watch it and then decide what you want to do. XOM went down today. It was in the 122, 123 area yesterday. And we did a nice gap down. As you can see, oh, it got to 124 where it closed at. And let's see what happened in the so people could have bought it here and watched it just gap down like crazy. Tried to come back up a little bit, but just turned back. So it's an option. Open, Uber, that had done pretty well before. And it basically did an XOM trend today. Gap up and it gapped down. But yeah, this was down, definitely a downtrend. I don't know if we found out what was the deal here with Uber. Um, but it did come back to earth. Um, Meta only because I'm still in this caca with my crazy 200 shares. I will be getting out, people. So don't worry. I am going to get out. I'm just waiting. As you can see, I could have made some nice money here. But did it. Meta, basically, this was a short until it wasn't. And as you can see, this is where I started out as. And then it came up. And as it came down, instead of getting it here or right here, I waited to the end of the day when I saw it was coming down and started to averaging around 586.25. So it's like one of those things where yeah, I had a halfway decent price that was close to what it was, but because it came back above VWAP, I I was just being greedy. I could have easily got out when it was here when I started to see it going up, but in my mind, it was gonna come back. Now I'm gonna have to take a hit of a little over 200, which is fine with me. But hey, I made a decent amount today, so I can take that hit. Kava, one of my favorites now. That it's kind of like reminds me of what's that thing that people like, that bowl, that burrito bowl. What the hell is it called? Chipotle. So people love crazy Chipotle. And so if you love crazy Chipotle, you can love Kava, that IPO back in the ages ago of June 2026. So many moons ago in 2026, Kava IPO at around $40.
2026.
2023, back a million years ago in 2023, Kava IPO went up to $58, close to 60, went down as low as like around 30, and no one got in, and it just blew up like a balloon. And I had intended on getting in, and I never did. So Kava, I love and I appreciate, and if only I had appreciated it more. Microsoft was down, what's this? 5%, 0.05%. Movement very little. But then if we look here, you can see a nice wick to the bottom and a decent sized candle. So, it looks like we may be trending down. And if you look here on the minute chart, we're trending down. Because that's what happened. All day, we basically went down. We got to a low point right before 11, and then we slightly came up and just kind of back and forth, back and forth. Let's see, Tesla. We'll look at Tesla only because I made money here. I did pretty good with Tesla today. Very quickly. These were shorts starting here, and that's just where I made the narrow, and boom. It looks like, let's see, we got two shorts, a short, bought back some of my price, a short. This is when I was getting greedy because I saw this stock I was going down. It went down further, and then I bought it back, and boom. But that's how you have to be with this thing, Tesla, you gotta be moving. Amazon EBC. Let me just watch that really quick. This was basically an upside down frown. There really wasn't anything in the beginning of the market. We had this crazy wick down, and then it came back up and back up to the top of frown and came back kind of down to where it started. Nothing here. It was just like a crappy thing to see. And this was close to $7. It did get past $7. And it looks like, based on the chart here and based on our $16 level, that this is coming up and it's going to blow
When
up.
When is earnings?
Someone wants to know when's earnings. We had earnings in July, August, September, October. So I would think it's October, but we can be nice and look for Miss Munoz, and that will tell you 9 days from now. Google, 1/3%. Um, it seemed like it was a nice wick up. But everything was basically, it's like the first 30 minutes you can make some money if you short it and get in to go down. I wonder who keeps doing this with Google and all these companies or whatever that forces up then down like that. Oh, we'll look at Campbell's where you guys can see it's getting close to the 5th day, and it got to 49 and change, and it got back right here, but it's definitely hitting over 50, and we have to wait for how long did we wait? Oh, we were like right here for the longest time. We kept making money. It hit again. We let it get up a little and then got the hell out because it was bothering us. It came back down, didn't average in when it came back down, and then it's been boom, just doing the damn thing. So we just didn't want to deal with it, and we just didn't want to wait.
It's not hard buy now again.
Google, this is in the areas of where it's trending now. It has another hump. It's kind of doing its own thing, but we don't know whether this is gonna come back or Madre's gonna say do the damn thing. So that's where it's at. More than likely it could be doing the damn thing, but you never know. Let's see. 82.12. Let's see. This is like ooh. Nike, I had recently got out of this. This was upgraded, and it does, based on this chart here, after this gap down, 1, 2, 3, it does look like it could be coming up. So we may want to put this on the notes to watch for potential up cases, because it was upgraded and this wasn't as crazy. It seemed like a halfway upside down frown, but there was still there was still an opportunity to basically do your own thing and just get into Nike and making money in KAT. This is called Mensana, aka Apple. It basically it went up for a little over half hour, close to a half hour, and then it just slid down. And there's nothing really we can do about it. Had a nice wick up, but still ended up terrible. This wick, if you believe it, it's all-time high. And see if you can get to this wick, but you may want to be careful because sometimes when things just wick up just like that and they have no structure, no support, they come crashing down. So just watch yourself. Be careful. 314, we know where that is. It's doing its own damn thing. It's up the yin yang like a lot of other things. And this, a lot of people call this time the calm before the storm. So that's like with any storm, you have a calm period where things just kind of like whatever. And you think everything's good, but no, it's not the case. Then it jumps on your ass, and boom, you're done. Dollar Tree. We had this on the notes yesterday, and I forget how did we have it as a possible short. It looks like it was. Yes, it looks like I will call this a possible short. It went down, came up. This would have been a nice short. I will like this, and then went down.
We have it in the notes as a long, for long-term play.
Yes, for long term, thank you. So for long term play, it was a short. For long term play, we do have this in the notes for a potential it going up. And I think it's like at supposedly at $60 or close to it for like what's going on after 2020. And if it had hit here, we were saying, oh, this would be perfect for through the quarter for Christmas and stuff like that. If you can get in this around close to 60, keep this on the nose. It's a very nice. We have several 1, 2, 3 gaps, 4 gaps. It's several gaps in this thing right here. So this money to be made. Um, let's see, what's that crazy BA? Who gives a damn about this? You know, no one's dealing with this. It's like, hey, if you want to get down, you get down on your own. Um, Americano, American Airlines, 18 cents. Some options here. It was actually more than 18 cents, really, when you look at it. Yeah, it did the same thing as most of the other stocks did. It went up and went down. I got into this by accident, 25 shares, thought it was Meta, and got the heck out of Dodge. So Roku we see is over 3%, and Dick's Sporting Goods is over 2%. And we're looking at okay. Come up and then mellowed out and then back down. This is one of those things that I don't know, like it's been strong, but it's definitely trending down each time you can see it. So this was a big day. I could see it being shorted tomorrow. So if you like it, you may want to look at it. You can see it coming down. Put Dix on the list because if Dix pops up in the pre-market to this 212 area, we may want to consider getting it. Roku over 3%. That's all I have, guys. I'm not going to get into anything else. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, send us a comment. And if Munoz has anything, we will review that. But other than that, this is basically it. It was
Nike long watch upgrade. McDonald's short after the election. Dollar Tree long-term play. Dick's pop for short. That's the notes, guys.
what was the first one?
Nikete.
Okay, that's a long. All right.
Yes.
Thanks,
Peace out.
guys. Peace out, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.